You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Test, 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 test.
All right, cool. Oh my God, we came on at the same time.
Record.
That's cool.
Yeah, we are recording.
I was actually frantically trying to get onto my YouTube so that I could comment to y'all as myself.
Let's show the folks at home what we're looking at here.
You know.
There she is, y'all.
Oh, hey. But anyway, it didn't work.
Wait,
so
you just went out
else for me to. This is all tied up in a knot.
Oh.
We're tied up in a double knot. I wanted to just shout out the art for today's class.
Yeah, did you like it?
I love it. And it reminds me of something I learned with my nephew, which is that, and this is just like a scary fun fact, but Tyrannosaurus rexes actually had crazy bright hair. Like feather-like hair on top of their heads.
Really?
Like that, yes. And at the Natural History Museum, you can interact with this kind of holographic Tyrannosaurus head and give it different colors of hair and skin because they're not exactly sure of, exactly what it was. So, and it can be just downright bone-chilling, to see some of these, some of these combos. And just to imagine a Tyrannosaurus, not just a Tyrannosaurus, but a Tyrannosaurus with hair.
Yeah. I think I've only seen bald Tyrannosauruses.
Exactly. And it was wrong. It's one of the many ways we've been lied to.
Mainstream media, man.
Don't trust anyone.
You can't trust them at all.
Yeah.
Hey, Megan, let's see who's here. So Lauren is here. Lauren, thank you for your holiday gift. That was awesome. I appreciate that. I think I'm going to start commenting when you guys donate money. I feel bad for not doing that. It's my own insecurity. I get so weird around money. It makes me so tight, and I assume that it makes other people tight. But I really appreciate your donations. Your donations are definitely what keeps this going. I mean, I love hooping, but there's some degree of work involved in this, and so I feel like we have a good exchange.
Energy exchange.
Yeah. So.
And I'm loving the deadhead touch of the bandana.
Are you?
Yeah, just bringing out that.
Do I look like a deadhead? Do I look like a hippie? Like if you saw me walking down the street, would you think I was a hippie?
Well, it just makes me want to imagine you with shoulder-length hair and like a really long kind of semi-graying beard. And
Jerry!
I'm always having Halloween costume ideas for bags.
What was our latest idea for me?
We had a good one actually. What was
it going to be?
It wasn't Robert Downey Jr., but
it was.
Was it Raising Arizona?
No, I was going to go with some historic figure with big hair. Oh, Jim Jones.
Jim Jones? No, you're...
And
is
wants
this
me to go,
not
which
the perfect
actually
Halloween costume
that one
kind
of hits a little too close to home, honestly, with all the cult leader accusations I had to go through.
Just some of that like aerosol hairspray, a huge dark pair of aviators, and a polyester suit.
We're running late on time, but let me tell you something funny.
White shoes.
This is related to what you're saying.
Okay.
This happened a few years ago. Right around lockdown time, and there was a documentary that was going around, and they were sending people questions in the documentary, or they were sending. Okay, there was going to be a documentary or some show coming out in the UK, and they were sending. The premise was they were sending these questionnaires to famous hoopers, except me.
And me.
And they, and they had all these questions, and then like the last three questions were like, have you ever heard of Baxter? Can you tell us about the HoopPath? And like Emma Carr got it, Sharna Rose got it, and American Hoopers did too. And
Thanks.
This documentary didn't understand how tight the hoop community was, and so all my friends, even some people just posted publicly on Facebook and said, Bax, something's not right. Like, watch out. And so these people reached out to me, the documentary people reached out to me, and they said they wanted to interview me. And as they were interviewing me on Zoom, they kept asking me all these culty questions.
Oh my God.
And it became really clear, like they want to do some kind of wacky news article or documentary or something about
Right.
how crazy I am, right?
Right.
And
Reality
so, like,
TV people
everybody
with
had
their angle.
Exactly, like
Yeah.
everybody had tipped me off. So I was just like, so I kept saying all these things that I truly believe, but I just looked at him and I was like, in the Zoom, and I was like, really? You think there's a cult built around me?
Ah! That is the best answer.
And they were like, yeah, I know, right? And
Oh
they were,
my God, that was brilliant.
and they were like, well, we're going to get back to you. And they never got back to you. And that whole project went.
I actually have a friend who is a polyamorous person and a lawyer for polyamorous people, and she's been groundbreaking, but she was actually, kind of wheedled into doing a reality show early on, and they tried to portray her as a crazy kook who was unstable, and they, had footage of her crying and, just like she was some sort of cuckoo bird, when in fact she's a fucking powerhouse and an amazing woman who, has built an incredible life and has helped so many people build their lives, alternative lives. Many of us are leading more alternative lives,
Yeah.
But anyways, but the reality and there's also Hoopers who, this will be of interest to Hoopers, but Hoopers who have been invited onto reality shows, and then they coach the audience to be hostile, throw things, shake the stage under you as you're performing a routine with 6 Hoopers, a choreographed routine. So the reality TV people are, garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't fall for it.
Okay, now before you think that Ann and I have wandered so far off the path in this opening talk, we have not. Because this is very true to the theme today. We're going to try to be as weird as possible. Ann has volunteered to help me keep it weird. What the cult people or the cult accusations, that faced me my whole career. The slamming of Hoopers, there's loads of famous Hoopers that took shit from loads of people. My friend Julia got just nailed because she did something called Hoops for Haiti, and people thought that was lame to send hoops to Haiti. I mean, she went with the hoops.
Yes.
And taught hooping.
Totally.
And people said that was lame because she should have just given the money, that they could have used the money more than the hoops, which I don't think those people understood how kids work.
Right. Kids love hoops.
What I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
kids love hoops.
And well, kids need fun. They need adventure. They need creativity. They need art, right? Just almost as much as they need food and water. And you don't have to deny one to get the other.
And this is the piece, is that it was the hooping that raised the funds. It wasn't just let's raise funds for Haiti. It was let's raise funds for these hoops. Let's, bring all these hoops. That's what the project was, what brought the support. And so, and true. Every kid loves a hoop, and hoops last a long time. Yeah,
it's just like the sort of like I'm all for. Well, I used to be all for effective altruism, and then then it turned into kind of a Bitcoin nightmare. But but I do appreciate the efficiency of charity. But there's more to life than I'm an artist, so of course I'm going to stand up for art and fun and creativity.
Yeah.
And keeping people alive. I know humor has proven to heal people. Laughter has proven to heal people. So
there's clowns. I mean, we know clowns and circus performers that go around performing and teaching fire arts and juggling and clowning to kids all over the world, and especially in war-torn areas. And I think that's a really important service, and I'm grateful to the people who do that.
So essentially, all right, I've got the music now. So essentially, let's get weird. Let's stay weird.
Yeah.
I don't think someone told me once, this was in high school, and I don't know, you'll have to hear her intonation to sort of understand what she was saying. She was like, she was like, Bax, I don't think you understand that you're already weird. So she was like, so you can just be weird without being weird.
Yeah. That's great.
People that don't speak English natively probably don't understand what I just said, but it's just
Oh,
all in the
no.
intonation. Basically, here's what she was saying to young Baxter. She was saying that, like, the parts of you that are weird are beautiful, right? Or can be, that you don't need to pretend to be weird. You know, that, like, your weirdness, like what she was really saying within her 12-year-old head or 13-year-old head was, you know, that your weirdness in a way is your authenticity. You know, that, like, it's what separates you is your authenticity, right? But we don't have to, like, fake, we don't have to create some weirdness. We're just naturally weird. All of us are. All of us are. Because weird just means outside the mainstream, right? Which is now almost everybody. So.
And being weird and being real are often synonymous.
Yeah. All right. I have a feeling I am preaching to the queer. To the queer.
To the queer choir,
Probably
you are.
preaching to the
Yes,
queer, too.
I'm the queer choir. Hallelujah.
Yeah, cheers. No one is free until all are free. But I know I'm preaching to the choir, maybe the queer choir, but that's how
And
I
the
feel.
Deadheads.
Okay, let's. I'm gonna hoop without socks on today.
Me too. I'm sockless.
Yeah, I'm
this is a
getting weird.
sockless hoop.
Let's get weird.
Instead of a sock hop, we're having a sockless
All right,
hoop.
lots of talking today. Sorry about that, guys. We will not be talking this whole time. Why is this camera always so dark? All right, here we go. Thank you, Anne. Good news, Anne and I have, we think, figured a way to be able to still stream from our new location, but we've got 4 more months. Maybe we should just change the name of the class. Queer choir. I actually had to embrace my straightness. I thought straight was just so boring. One of my favorite sayings back in the late 80s was straight but not narrow. Audible breath in. Okay, the music's about to get a lot louder. My father was a Methodist minister, and in Methodism, the minister moves every few years. And on one of the moves that happened when I was 14 years old, I moved to a really small town called Belmont. And when I got there, everyone started calling me the F word. And they weren't really calling me that in some, well, not that there is a defensible way, but they meant that I was gay and less than. And they wanted me to know it. And yet I wasn't gay, but I had this label put on me. And it was bad. The gym teacher would hold up me while the other boys changed. He would always pull me aside to talk to me about sports. And then one day, one of my buddies said, "Yeah, it gives us a chance to change before you get down there." When I graduated high school, I started attending raves, and it was my introduction to gay people. And unlike all of my straight friends in the straight world, they embraced me. And they didn't hit on me or try to recruit me. Audible breath in. They took me to raves. Audible breath in. What's beautiful about this country is the acceptance. And it breaks my heart that it appears that we're sliding back. Audible breath in. I want to keep this song playing, but I want to invite you into a way of opening up your movement. Anne's kind of doing it anyway, but this is a move or an exercise we used to do in HoopPath classes and workshops, and you're going to create a distance here between your hands and then move that distance around. You can imagine that it's some sort of shape, like a sphere, maybe it's a box, maybe it's just air, and and there's no rules in hooping or whatever, but it gives you kind of this invisible prop that your movements can actually make visible, exercises, and just did it as well, is use this object. I can imagine that it's very heavy. I can imagine, nice hand, I can imagine that it's very light. And it's a trip to feel your body like sort of rise to the occasion. Like if I tell my body, like, this is a heavy sphere, do you see how, like, I'm not even trying to sell that to you. My body just, I bet with you as well, is like, you say, like, I'm holding something light, I'm holding something heavy, I'm not holding anything. My hands are air, my hands are earth. That your body, like, shows up for that. You can say to your body, seaweed, and your body kind of knows what to do. It's amazing. It translates images. It translates feelings. For some of you, I could give you an emotion like grief. I could say grief. And your movement might begin to change into some sort of beautiful expression of a person grieving or a person extending sympathies. I could say introspection, and your movement might change. that expression is the weird that we're talking about. Your unique path to these words, to these feelings, that's the weird that we're talking about today. All right, super long sway. Yeah, too long maybe?
No, not at all.
I needed that actually. It's been rough.
No, it was perfect.
Yeah, I'm going on my 6 months of no alcohol starting on Tuesday, so
Cheers to the alcohol-free life.
gotta get psyched for it, man. Gotta get psyched.
I'm loving it.
I'm gonna be clear-headed. I'm gonna have better skin. I'm gonna get in shape. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna spend less money.
Yep.
Psyched Bex. Gotta get psyched.
And I'm doing it for the second time, and I'm just here to witness. It is, yeah, better living day to day. Hey.
Come on, man. I gotta psych myself up for this, y'all. Psych me up.
I'm a hype person, but I'm for real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're a for real hype person.
Well, because it's like, I gave up alcohol and coffee again recently for the second time. And it's like, wow, okay, right. This is how good I felt before COVID. Because what happened was after COVID, I was like, I just got a case of the fuckets, and I just was like, I'm going to have coffee when I go to New York, and I'm going to, have beer when I go to a show at the Cradle. And yeah, it was fun, but it lasted, but take care of yourself.
Yeah. All right.
We're psyched. I tried to talk into my cup. Did you?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. All right. So here's some ways you guys can support me over the 6 months. If you can every now and then just write a comment like, "It looks like you have less gray hair."
Bax, you look 10 years younger. What's up?
Oh my God! Start with the 10 years younger one, please. All right. Let's hoop. Okay. So Anna and I have been talking about this. We were like, what are some weird techniques that we can do? I think samurai
we
folding.
have a memory of Bax.
I think samurai folding, asking grown people to pretend that they're samurais is pretty weird. But I do think that even if the stereo or the archetype of a samurai doesn't mean anything for you, you can relate to it. There's something in your brain that translates to it. And I just want to emphasize this point: the translation is the weird we're talking about. That's the nonverbal essence of you. Is like, I said seaweed, but your seaweed probably didn't look like Anne's or mine or whatever. That's the weird we're talking about. We're not talking about like looking around the room and seeing everybody else's seaweed and then deciding which one's the best, right? And then doing that. We're talking about that immediate thing here. So how you do samurai on this next exercise is the weird that we're talking about. And today we are embracing the weird. So if it looks like mine, awesome. If it doesn't, awesome, right?
And you can also, you can imagine yourself as an Amazon or, an ancient warrior, a knight, a Viking, a mermaid, whatever, you can bring whatever quality to the samurai, but it is a warrior quality, I think. It is a universal quality, and there's a lot of room to interpret.
Absolutely. All right. Oh man, I just thought of a new song I want to play, but I don't.
Yes.
Talk for a second.
Okay, I'm talking about archetypes. I mean, what I've found really, accessible in the HoopPath and the whole HoopPath thing was that Baxter really, from the get-go, was just kind of breaking down the whole concept and the artifice of, this is a unique kind of divine knowledge. Bax was kind of from the beginning like, guess what? I kind of have experienced hooping as a movement practice, and so I've kind of cobbled together this mythology about it, which for me made it a lot easier to relate to rather than the kind of dogma and certitude around certain other kinds of will remain unnamed, spiritual practices where there's this level of buy-in. And what I love about these archetypes is that they're fluid. And also Baxter used to talk, this is something to think about also in your own practice. Baxter used to talk a lot about writing your own character in the mythology. Like this is just, this is a living spoken document. This isn't some kind of dogma that's inflexible. Make up your own characters. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. All All right, so I can't find the song that I want to do, but I think this one will work.
Oh yeah, dig it.
All right, I'll show you Samurai if y'all don't know it, if there's anybody new here. Wow, this camera is so dark. All right.
It's of gripping the hoop in your fist or fists.
Yep, you're gripping
It's
the
a
hoop.
strong feeling.
So here's how to Samurai. You're allowed to grip the hoop, okay? It is sort of a form-based movement, so it's not utilitarian, and what I mean by that is, let's see if I can get this even brighter. Nice, Ann. It's a form-based movement, so you're trying to kind of move your offhand. You're aware of kind of all points of your stars. We'll talk about that later. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Music's going to get louder. I love this track for Samurai. Hula hula! Now here's the beautiful thing about dance, right? And I know that I'm preaching to the choir again, but your body becomes the dance, right? And so you're becoming the archetype. So your head may be somewhere, but your body is in the archetype. Your body is Xena. Your body is the Maidan. Your body is the samurai. Your body is whatever this strength archetype is for you. And while it's in that space, like, it's getting the benefits of being in that space. It's not insecure. It's not nervous. What I learned from years of hoop teaching is that your weird hooping is your best hooping. It really is. It's those moments where you do not give an F about anyone's judgment when you are just fully in your weird. Trust me, I've seen it. Those are the ones that look the best. And that you don't even have to do anything impressive. You don't even have to do anything amazing.
You don't give an F or an S. Or a GD.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you know, I cannot remember the name of this artist. I love this guy, and I can't remember, but I remember somebody similar. So we're going to play kind of a similar sound. But
Something we didn't talk about this time, but we might have before, but I was having a lot of fun with these kind of jump points with, you know, working with the grip, just the full-on contact, and just jumping around with one.
Yep, those are
hand
called
or the
hops.
other. Hops.
Yep.
Yeah, or
Ann's
pulling it
doing
back.
some
Those
hops.
are really
Why don't we
fun.
do another samurai? I was kind of digging the samurai.
Yeah, and you know, you can try to do the traveling samurai. One of the things, you know, you can first of all hop the point, but then you can also travel, you know, in the grip, in the samurai grip, or in that single point grip. You can kind of travel with it, and that can help.
Yeah, actually, let's
add
talk
to
about
the
that really
texture.
fast. What Ann's talking about here. So these are hops, and not to confuse you, but like this would be what we call right near. But don't worry about this too much. But this is a hop. Oh. Okay, I'm watching the monitor and not watching the hoop. Right, so these are hops, and if you're ever bored and you want to get a good arm workout in, just pick the spots around the hoop. You can use time points or whatever works good for you. You could say south, east, north, west, or whatever. I don't know the directions. And then you switch hands, right? And then you come across, or you go up, or you go down. Those are all hops. Now, the other thing that Anna's talking about is folds. So see how that I am holding the hoop with my left hand on my left side, left hand, left side. So this would be if I hopped to the other side, but this would be if I folded to the other side, right? Boom, boom, boom. These are folds. Boom, boom. I think it's because it's getting so bright outside that it's getting so dark in here. Boom. And and then so these are folds from north and south. And then this is a shout out to all my movement geek friends. And I think we've done this before on the stream, but one thing that I think is cool is to go to the corner and fold to the other corner, right? So instead of like just this boring north-south stuff, I'm here in one corner and I'm going to the other corner in a fold. Yeah, you can hop. Anne's pointing out she's hopping from corner to corner right now. All right. Let's give him a chance to play with this. I think I like this one. I remember. Good old folding music. Of course, you don't have to fold if you don't want to, or hop, or whatever. But we're going to explore some more samurai. Being weird, being weird. Nice. Good old wide angle. I love, if you haven't done this one before, these horizontal samurai hops are fun too. They're great for fire hoops. Like I can hop into the hoop that way, fold it out, hop into it. And I can create a circuit if I want to where I fold out. It's an arm workout, but I fold out, catch, fold out. Oh, and the two-handed can help with the fire hoops are so heavy. Sometimes you can do a two-handed. Oh. Did you like that track? Yeah, I like that one
I
too.
really liked it for the hops.
Yeah.
And for the drills, and my arms are actually really tired. Really, really tired, especially my biceps.
All right.
Doing those folds, those diagonal folds, I think are what really made me like, ugh. So try some of those diagonal folds if you want to get a bicep workout.
All right. Well, so should we give the arms a break then? Is that what you're saying? Or would that be good?
I say yay.
All right, let's give the arms a break.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some core hooping then.
I'm going to look for another seltzer water. I'm just going to try.
I don't think there's one in there, but you can have one of those crappy ones.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all. We should hear some Trick Daddy. Yeah, let's do some Trick Daddy. All right, so we're going to do a core song. You can hoop the hoop on your waist. You can hoop it on your shoulders or whatever. We're going to stay weird. But I haven't heard.
Core.
Yeah,
core,
the folds were very helpful.
some kind of variation of core.
Yeah, I think
So that leaves you a
just
lot of
core
room.
hooping.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know which one of these to play. There's so many good ones.
Wait, what was the one?
Do you want the one with CeeLo?
Yes.
She put that sugar on my tongue. Oh, you don't want that one?
No. The one.
Take it to the house? I think it's. Well, there's I'm a Thug. That's the classic.
Oh, okay. Well, no, you can do the but it's pretty explicit. La la la.
What?
The
They're not too bad.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
All right, let's do some. We're gonna do it.
Another one I was thinking about. We'll have to find that one after class.
One time again in the head. With Buddy Roll, y'all. Check it out. I don't know what this world's gonna be,
But I know one thing. This is the life for me.
baby, cause I'm a thug. Baby, cause I'm a thug.
Wouldn't change for the world. This is such a celebration of being weird. Let's be weird thugs. We are weird thugs.
Check it out. Could it be my bag of jeans or my
Outside the mainstream, outlaws, if you will, accomplices in the revolution.
Doing my thing, using my ghetto slang, and I'm representing thugs. She's who I roll with, watch them niggas that gon' love this. Niggas who I don't bun, on the run, they got 10 years on parole. You can't say it, dog, I'ma say it for y'all. Motherfuck the popos, fuck the judge, the COs, fuck the DA and POs, fuck the family of the victim, witness, and snitching assholes. Nigga. I don't know what
This world's gonna bring. But I know one thing. This is the life for me.
baby, cause I'm a thug.
All day, every day.
Baby, cause I'm a thug.
Wouldn't change for the world.
Cause I'm a thug.
That's right, you.
Baby, cause I'm a thug. Yeah, check it out. See, I'm so tight. Niggas be like, that nigga got so many hoes. And I know he got clout. Look at his mouth. That nigga got so many goals. Telling they hoes. There's something up with that nigga. Bitch, I've been watching you, watching him. You must wanna fuck this nigga. My name alone been known to break up happy homes. No disrespect, all, but you ain't had no business even answering her phone. If your ass was home, then me and her could've been getting it on. And it could've been hitting her right, cause ever since the night she been hitting the phone. She want a thug. I don't know what this world's gonna bring, but I know one thing, that this is the life for me. Baby, cause I'm a thug. All day, every day. Baby, cause I'm a thug. Wouldn't change for the world. Cause I'm a thug. That's right, you heard. That's right, cause I'm a thug. Yeah, check it out. Since y'all niggas wanna smoke blunts, poke guns, I'ma show you how to thug it, dog. Give me a half a pill and some Zephyr, and I'm like, fuck it, dog. Long as my ecstasy got the best of me, and none of you niggas ain't stressing me. I got one request in this bitch, and you can have the rest of this shit. If a nigga drop some shit that's whack as hell and don't make no damn sense, take it back, talk about it, and tell your dog don't even buy that shit. And I don't care who he is, away from, I represent thug shit. And you ain't gotta give me my props and nominate me, cause damn it, I love this. I don't know what this world's gonna bring, but I know one thing, that this is the life for me. Baby, cause I'm a thug. All day and day. Baby, cause I'm a thug. Wouldn't change for the world. Cause I'm a thug. That's right, you girl. Baby, cause I'm a thug. Yeah, check it out. I don't know what this world's gonna bring, but I know one thing, that this is the life for me. Baby, cause I'm a thug. All day, every day. Baby, cause I'm a thug. Wouldn't change for the world. Cause I'm a thug. That's right, you heard. Baby, cause I'm a thug. Yeah, check it out.
Oh, wow. All right, so a little language in that one. I love that song, though. I kind of want to do another Young Thug song.
Oh.
Or not Young Thug.
Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy. They
yes.
have a, don't they have a, don't they have the mix of that 70s song? What's your name? Who's your daddy? He rich.
Yeah. Okay.
That
okay,
was the
wait,
one
wait.
I was thinking of, but I couldn't think of what
What's
it was
your name?
called.
Who's
But
your daddy?
I want to say about that
This is my
exercise
favorite. Okay,
that
go
I
ahead.
found really fruitful was I was really low-key. This is something very hard for me because I've always found it harder to tune in below the waist. And I was really trying to eventually connect my steps with my arm movements. And I was specifically trying for the opposite, to try to connect the right leg with the left arm, for example, or in this case, the left leg with the right arm. That's what, I was trying to connect those 2 points and really trying to, meet them outside the hoop. And that was actually an amazing experience. So if you have a big enough hoop to slow it down enough to explore that, it's a really sweet feeling. Just on the court, just on the waist. It's fun. Oh, yeah. 'Tis the time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, and this is so Ann wants me to play. So, I
really
did
good
classes. I did workshops. I traveled and taught for 12 years on the road. I've been teaching for 20 years now, but and so certain songs would be hits, and I was lucky. I had. I don't know if I have a good ear for music or something, but I tend what I like other people tend to like. Not everything is music, but this was a song that everybody seems to like. I don't think there's too much rough language, but it is hip hop, and hip hop has a different sort of
it's a ride. It's a ride. But
perimeter.
you have a great ear for dance music in particular.
Oh, thanks.
I think.
All right. Well, let's play some music. And this, you can hoop any way you want to, and this is the song that Ann wanted to hear. And I know it is.
Another Mike Diesel production.
What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live?
What's really wrong? I got $1 million. You got an ass so fat it'll kill a thong. We can get it on if we get along. And you're fresh to the chest, not silicone. What I'm sitting on, you can put a midget on. You can take and stretch out this little mini on. Then roll them round. Yeah, it's going down. Hear the sound like I might hit the ground. I see your juice, your purse, see your fly bag. Made me take a double look when I drive past. So I double back and I hopped out. Stop tripping on the door, that's how I pop out.
Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us?
Celebrating weird today. Celebrating the weird.
To show you what you need to live. Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me?
I caught that on
Has he
camera.
take us anytime
It was pretty cool.
to show you what you need to live?
Got my mind, got my grind, got my money, yeah. Got my 20s, got my fitness, and my hunters, He can't, she can't, y'all can tell me now. 4 pipes on the bike, 8 pipes on the Hummer truck. Homie, what you really think, whack, really double what? Past 7 years, y'all been hating on me coming up. The boy ain't raw, I ain't really get your number. I ain't in the hand-me-downs, what I look like, a bummer. Got a sweet potato 911, Thanksgiving cup. Got 26 pony left sitting on the truck. Been Franklin and his friends, got my wrist catching cup. Ask your mama, who's your daddy? I'm rich, what the fuck?
Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live?
What you doing? What the matter? the trouble is, we online right now with the bubble is. Yeah. Nigga talking big stacks, I'm a double is. Need another wife, give another rib. Fuck around last night and got another kid. From the kid, fuck around and got another crib.
Why that boy wacko on some other shit? Keep brothers ain't on no baby mother shit. Love a Benz, love a Jag, BM double bitch. You on my team, well join in the huddle, bitch. Get in the kitchen, make a jump, make it bubble, bitch. Who the man, who the shit, who's your daddy, bitch?
Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live?
I love that song. I really love that song. Okay, I want to go a little bit over our normal time. I understand some of you have to bounce, but we got a little bit late start. We started talking about a couple crazy things, and so or cool things, but being weird. Andy, something you want to say, Andy?
Bring in the weird. I love that beat. I remember that song from the 70s. And just, actually, so topic switch for 1 second. But
Sure.
This is something I was going to say earlier. Ula Hula has invited us to the 10th Hula Hoop Camp in September. Thank you. That is an honor. I am actually writing a second book. I'm almost done with it, so I'm going to be on my book tour at that point, which may or may not cross up with Hula Hoop Camp. I have no idea, but that is going to be in September. Also, I wanted to tell folks here that I'm doing a live reading from the book on Valentine's Day at lunchtime. So tune in, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube for that. Beck's going to be helping me very kindly.
Yeah, of course. Of course I am.
Thank you.
Yeah, so one thing I want to say is that, I'm going to run a little bit past be free hoopy stuff, but
Saturday.
The Julia Hoop Convergence is going forward.
Yes.
Julia and I had a very productive meeting the other day. I am going to be running one of the stages of the HoopCon.
Nice.
It is going to be May 17th through 20th. She shortened it to a 2-night event, but it's basically a 4-day thing. HoopCon is going to be about 30 minutes from me. So it's here in North Carolina. The closest airport is Raleigh, but you could also fly into GSO, Greensboro. If you find better rates there, you could also fly into Charlotte.
You guys have choices.
You will not need a car once you get there because HoopCon is on a retreat center. Christian retreat center, and so once you get there, you're good until you need to leave. She is taking deposits, and I won't lie, it's pretty expensive. It is not expensive because Julia is making a lot of money. It is expensive because it costs a lot of money right now to do everything.
Especially to feed people 3 meals a day, which is really good food,
They
too.
offer you vegetarian, I think even vegan options.
Yep, vegetarian and vegan options.
Yeah, and you kind of bunk it or tint it or whatever, and there's different price tiers to that. I will be teaching at least once while I am there that weekend. So if you ever wanted to meet me in live, or if you wanted to come and you think you can make a trip down to North Carolina, flights to here are not that expensive. People don't know this about North Carolina, but it's the 10th most populous state in the U.S., and so we're not some redneck stop,
right.
you know, like you can find we're not like Chicago, but you can find a pretty good flight to an inexpensive flight down. I will not be able to help you, host you, or anything like that, so we can skip that part of the inquiry, just because I don't have the means to host anyone.
I do want to say also that Bax and I have been to a whole bunch of hoop retreats, and truly the food at Hoop Convergence is some of the best food you can hope to get, and it's the last several times I've been, it's been local vegetables, even local meats, like, farm raised, there's a lot of great farming around here, and produce and farm to table stuff. So, just keep that in mind.
Yeah. And I want to address something that Lauren just said. I totally get it, Lauren. I would not be able to afford to go to HoopCon.
Yep.
So Yeah. I mean, just being absolutely
Yeah.
real. I'm not even poor, but I'm not rich, definitely. But I mean, going to HoopCon, it requires a certain prioritization, and it's not like boutique-y. It's not like you have to be
Yeah.
bougie to go.
No.
At all. And I think the value is good, but just the rates have gone up. I mean, literally, the rate that they are charging her for the venue is double
what
it was like 5 years ago or whenever she did it last. 6
And
years.
food costs more than ever. And I just want to speak to the difference between a fire festival and a hoop event. And this tension has always existed, but I think there's a good reason for it. I think by and large, a lot of the fire spinning community is younger, and they don't mind roughing it, and so that they can spend $200. So there's going to be like a tent, and maybe you bring your own peanut butter and bread and stuff. But when you're 55 years old, and you're on a restricted diet for your health, and you need a firm mattress to sleep, I mean, it's just a different universe, I think. And I think a lot more of our hoop community is at a stage in life where you need a little more infrastructure, a cabin, and it's super simple. But we're all paying more for everything. And another thought about folks who are thinking about flying, think about carpooling. Because if you are living in a similar area and you've got, 2 to 3 people to drive, you can make that trip real quickly. Especially if you're, anywhere east of the Mississippi. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I want to applaud Lauren for saying she'd be willing to start busking.
No.
Do it.
Thank you.
Do it. The self-growth that happens when you busk
really
is
sweet.
insane.
Yeah.
All right. So we've talked a
exactly.
lot today. Sorry, y'all. This is kind of a talky class.
But it's good stuff.
Yeah. All right. So I want to play 2 more songs you can free hoop to. This, I'm probably showing my age here, but I love this track. I loved it the first time I ever heard it, and I loved it ever since. And you can hoop any way you want to. We're going to go old school 2000s here.
Yeah, there's lots of shared cabins, Carla. You can share a cabin. And you can camp. And you can glamp. I think there's glamping options.
Yeah. Lauren, that is, I just want to address this point. Lauren, that is a great point. And one of the things that makes hooping expensive when you look up the price of hoop retreats is that hoopers take up a lot of room. Like when I was doing booking on workshops, they took up 100 square feet. And
he's talking about class space.
Yeah,
when we're hooping
each hooper
together.
was 100 square feet, so that would really reduce the price, the amount of space available. Mm-hmm. Now, some hoopers are cool hooping in cow pastures, but a lot of people don't. So, it was. No, I'll be honest with you. I stand on this record, and I don't want to just look like a suck up to you guys, but the HoopPath retreat went down in cost as it got bigger. It didn't go up. Mm-hmm. And once we got to a critical mass of like 80 to 100 hoopers, we could offer lower rates, and it was awesome. Mm-hmm. But a lot of these spaces just don't have that luxury.
Yeah, when you're getting food and accommodation, it tends to cost quite a bit per person.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Ula, for folks in California, you can also consider, like, sometimes it's cheaper to fly to New York or D.C. or Atlanta and maybe carpool from there.
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah, if y'all want to brainstorm about that, I'm sure
and again, we're not, just to be clear, Lauren, Ula, we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we're just talking about facts here. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's free hoop and listen to some Suzanne Vega with DNA.
Yeah, totally.
Sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour the coffee, and he fills it only halfway. And before I even argue, he is looking out the window at somebody see you, says the man behind the counter. To the woman who has come in, she is shaking her umbrella. And I look the other way as they are kissing their hellos, and I'm pretending not to see them, and instead I pour the milk. I open up the paper, there's a story of an actor who had died while he was drinking. It was no one I had heard of, and I'm turning to the horoscope and looking for the funnies when I'm feeling someone watching me, and so I raise my head. There's a woman on the outside looking inside. Does she see me? No, she does not really see me, 'cause she sees her own reflection. And I'm trying not to notice that she's hitching up her skirt, and while she's straightening her stockings, her hair has gotten wet. Oh, this rain, it will continue through the morning as I'm listening to the bells of the cathedral. I am thinking of your voice.
Okay. I don't know if anyone's still here.
I wanted to say that Suzanne Vega and I went to the same college in New York City, and she wrote a lot of those songs while in college at Barnard. And those bells are from the Cathedral of St. John the Divine, which is on 112th Street in Morningside. And it's a very beautiful place to go. And I hooped in front of it. Actually, the last time I was in that neighborhood, I hooped in the sort of the entranceway, the arches, and there's all kinds of incredible gargoyles and art in there. And just if you're ever in New York on the Upper West Side, go check it out. And the bells are beautiful, of course.
There we go. There I am. Okay. Yeah, I always love that little factoid.
Mm-hmm. The Suzanne Vega?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have cool, also Laurie Anderson went to Barnard. Laurie Anderson, who was married to Lou Reed, who did that,
We're still here. We're still okay. Kelly's going way back. That was Armand. I shared that story when we did our first stream.
Ooh, can you play Oh Superman at the end? It's so cool. Do you know it? It's real weird.
Oh,
Very
Superman?
weird. It would be a great
From
song
who?
to play on the weird class. Oh Superman by Laurie Anderson.
Is it?
It's
hoopable?
weird. Yeah, it's totally.
All right, should we
it's
play
weird.
it now?
Yeah, totally.
All right.
Yeah.
Sometimes
the women of Barnard. Women of
these
Barnard.
online
Also, one of the main.
Is it Lori?
It's Laurie. Laurie Anderson.
Okay.
She's also an artist. I just saw some of her art in
All right.
Massachusetts.
Sometimes
She's
these
amazing.
searches don't work too well.
Laurie Anderson, Oh Superman, O, just the letter O.
Yeah, but I'm just saying because my internet is so slow, when I search artist, it doesn't always work.
Bumble.
I know.
Bumby. What about Kate Bush?
Well,
She's on par
here we
with
go.
Laurie
All
Anderson.
right, we got it.
Oh my God!
Yeah, let's do it.
Amazing. Thank you.
All right, and by request, this is our last song. It might take a second to download here. Oh, it's a long song.
But it's good.
All right, so this will be our last song. Thank you guys. We will. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so we will be. I will be back Tuesday, and will not be here, but I'll be flying solo. Tara is on a different schedule for this new year, and so she's not going to be able to attend class for a while. So, she sends love, but it'll either be me or Ann or, some other hooper. Here we go. There we go.
Oh, Superman.
Weird songs.
Oh, John. Oh, Mom and Dad.
Exactly, Lauren. Exactly, Lauren.
Mom and Dad. Oh, Superman. Oh, John.
You're welcome, Psychedelic Coloring. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. I know a lot of you have to bounce. We do have an HD version of this. It'll go up if you want to rewatch.
Hi. I'm not home right now, but if you want to leave a message, just start talking at the sound of the tone. Hello? This is your mother. Are you there? Are you coming home? Hello? Is anybody home? Well, you don't know me, but I know you, and I've got a message to give to you. Here come the planes. So you better get ready, ready to go. You can come as you are, but pay as you go. Pay as you go. And I said, okay, who is this really? And the voice said, this is the hand that takes. This is the hand that takes. This is the hand that takes.
I don't feel like the song is weird at all.
Here come the planes.
No, I don't know. I feel like every song on the radio sounds like
They're
this song.
American planes, made in America. Smoking or non-smoking? And the voice said, neither snow nor rain, nor blue night shall stay these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed round.
y'all. This is a long song. We're going to fade to green on it. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Ann. Do you have anything you want to say before we head out?
Y'all, love y'all. I won't be here for the next couple classes because I'll be out of town. First in Asheville for a hoop jam with our friend Hoopalicious on Tuesday the 16th if you're in Asheville, in and around Asheville. And then I'm going to be in New York for my nephew's 10th birthday. But I'll be back by Tuesday the 24th.
Fair enough.
I'll miss y'all.
Fair enough. Thanks, you guys. We're going to fade to green. Sweet hula hula. Blessings to all of y'all. We really, when we say we love you, we really do mean that. Thank you, guys. We look forward to this, as much or more as anybody. So thank you guys for being here. We love you.
So hold me now. In your long arms. So hold me now. In your long arms. In your automatic.